Meteor impact formed Meteor crater. But in the past, the crater presented a mystery. All agreed that a large explosion had occurred. But was it a meteor or a volcanic blast? In the late 19th century, Grove Carl Gilbert conducted the first serious study of Meteor crater. He was chief geologist of the U.S. Geological Survey. In 1891, Gilbert traveled to Arizona. His goal, to test the theory that a meteor impact had formed the crater. We now know that the meteor vaporized on impact, but Gilbert assumed that a giant meteorite lay buried under the crater floor. So he thought that the amount of material ejected from the crater should be much greater than the amount he actually found. Gilbert also reasoned that a magnetic survey would indicate a large mass of buried iron, but his experiments came up empty. Lacking evidence in support of a meteor impact, Gilbert concluded that a volcanic steam explosion had blasted the crater. This idea went undisputed until the early 1900s, when Daniel Barringer arrived from Philadelphia. In search of a giant meteorite, he began mining operations on the crater floor. After finding many meteorite fragments mixed with ejected rocks on the crater rim, Barringer was convinced that a meteor had formed the crater. Over several years, he gathered other evidence, such as fine silica at the site, which could only be created by the enormous pressure of a meteor impact. Barringer also noted the complete lack of volcanic rock or any sign of volcanic activity at the crater. Doubters still remained, however, until Dr. Eugene Shoemaker began his groundbreaking work at Meteor crater. In 1960, Shoemaker and two colleagues discovered two new minerals in the rocks beneath the crater. The minerals coesite and stishovite are new, denser forms of quartz created by the extreme pressures and temperatures of a meteor impact. Today, scientists look for these two high-pressure minerals to locate the scars of ancient impact craters. In 1963, Dr. Shoemaker began studying craters formed by underground nuclear test explosions.
My hunch was that I would go have a look at Meteor crater and see what the structure was, because it had never been thoroughly mapped and described. And so I didn't know what the structure was until I went. But having mapped this first, I went to Meteor crater, and voila! I was astounded that all of those parts of the crater that I could see in the little nuclear crater were reproduced here on a giant scale, including right down to the pieces of melted material.
Shoemaker's work finally convinced any doubters that a meteor impact had formed Meteor crater. His work also jump-started the study of craters and inspired a closer look at the role of collision and impact on Earth and throughout the solar system.